What's up guys, Gage from ARG, and we're going to be talking about Frightfur Tiger, the new Shonen Jump Magazine Promo that you guys voted to be released in the next magazine. Frightfur Tiger, it's a dark level 6 fiend that requires 1 Edgem Sabers and 1 or more Fluffle monsters, and its effect reads, when this card is fusion summoned, you can target cards on the field up to the number of fusion materials that was used for its fusion summon and destroy them. All Frightfur monsters you control gain 300 attack for each Fluffle monster or Frightful monster you control. You can only control 1 Frightfur Tiger. Has 1900 attack, 1200 defense. So in case you were oblivious as to what was released in the last set crossover souls, Fluffles / Frightfurs got a whole bunch of new support released that would really help the archetype. But this is the card alone that people are saying might push the deck over the edge. And when I say over the edge, I'm not talking about a totally super duper competitive deck that we all should be siding for and considering it's the next tier 0 deck, but something to actually be aware of in today's metagame. Talking about Frightfur Tiger on its own, having its insane ability to pop a huge amount of cards in tandem with Frightfur Fusion, just being able to banish maybe any leftover Frightfurs you might have in your graveyard to pop cards up on the field of how many you banished, is ridiculous. This card alone can potentially become a Raigeki as well as a Harpy's Feather Duster if you banish the right amount of cards. Otherwise, at least, you're going to be netting maybe a +1 if you pop 2 cards. Unlike all the other Frightfur fusions, having the ability to get instantaneous advantage just by summoning this thing is really unique about the card, and it also is what makes it a fantastic card. The fact that we're able to banish off a Frightfur fusion and guarantee to get massive pluses just by popping any number of cards. If we use a Frightfur fusion, if it's anywhere from banishing 2 to 10 monsters, we're getting insane value out of this one fusion monster. And on top of that, we also are getting 300 attack for each Fluffle monster or Frightfur monster we control. I had to read that again because that's just so ridiculous. And it's not even like Frightfur Tiger himself is getting that 300 attack boost. It's all other Frightfur monsters. So if we happen to have a wolf that we also summon with a Frightfur fusion, we're able to attack not only probably a whole bunch of times, but that's going to be one beefy Frightfur Wolf. Now, Frightfur Wolf plus Frightfur Fusion already had some OTK potential, but now that we have access to Frightfur Tiger and a way to clear threats off the board or things preventing us from getting that ridiculous OTK potential out of Wolf, we now have potential to actually unlock a whole bunch of plays that we didn't have before. If you manage to find yourself being able to get access to a Polymerization as well as a Frightfur Fusion in hand, while simultaneously having a couple of Fluffles to work with and access to the Edgems, which again also isn't that hard with all the new Edgem support such as Tomahawk, which I think is an absurdly good card. You're going to be able to make a whole bunch of ridiculous combo plays in one turn just because you have access to all these Fluffles and all these new Edgems. And now that we have access to Frightfur Tiger, I think Fluffles not only being a fun deck is also something quite scary, as the pictures would imply. ARG stands for Always Reading Game States, and it also conveniently stands for Ultra Reality Games. If you guys want to buy or sell product, if you want to attend high-level events, and if you want to read articles from the toppest of top of players, ultrarealitygames.com is your place to go check out. Be sure to like our Facebook fan page and subscribe to our Twitch stream if you haven't already. But as always, I thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys next time. Gage from ARG, signing out.